Good morning, Arvo, evening, g'day. How has it been? How's it going? How has the last 2 weeks been treating you? Me, winter. It's a daily thing. But I've been around the world a couple of times, or maybe more. I've seen the sights I've had delights of every foreign shore. I have been looking for animals and playing in the kitchen, cooking up some cookies and playing around with some fruit nut loaf. So, which is all explained. Sorry, good old NY prepper chat law. Cookies and fruit nut loaf. It's a must for the lurkers lounge. Always a must. But yeah, I think I now have finished the bakery. Plus, we got the pet shop done. But the rumours in the last video about a jewellery store, yeah, that just didn't happen. That didn't get done. Like, the map work was a lot more detail. The ideas that someone has when it comes to an axolotl, keeping up with the trends, not me. No, never, always. So we'll see how things like go for the next fortnight. But I'm pretty sure the jewelry shop will definitely be on the list. Like, there's still like the chemist. There's a couple of different clothes stalls. There's the shoe shop. So I've got the shoe cobbler. But yeah, I actually, in the mall, I want to do, which I'm kind of sitting with Creekside Mall. So, and I'm kind of sticking along the things that you find along the creek. So it might end up with like the Drive Riverbed shoe shop. Well, we've already got Charlotte's Web and Nails. So, and I'm kind of sold myself. I know I'm shocking, but Tracy's Cakes and Snakes. I nearly said slices, and that's just weird. You'll see. But these things happen. Good old words are hard, as I like to always say. Never forget that. But yeah, let's jump in to the beginning and the chaos of the last 2 weeks. This has been where I have spent way too much time. Been fun, but yeah, we're out at the Coral Sea. And replying to comments, Zeko said about an axolotl for the pet shop. So, because the trend kind of is at the moment of catching a blue axolotl. And the issue with that is you have a 1 in 1,200 chance of actually catching an axolotl. So what I have set up here at the Coral Sea, because the axolotls eat tropical fish, so I swim around on my Nautilus. There he is. And quickly catch up. It's actually not too hard to catch some fish in a bucket. Drop down in here, and I would breed up the axolotls. It doesn't matter what colour you start off with. The chance is always, still the same. So I started with 2 browns, as the blue axolotl will be very easy to see in the sea of blue. We got there, but yeah, after every breed, it would take 5 minutes for them to be ready to breed again. So I would pop out a piece of kelp onto a pressure plate, and that would light up this redstone lamp. And the piece of kelp takes exactly 5 minutes to despawn, the exact same time. So I always had my little light to let me know when I could pop back down and say g'day to the bunch. But yes, we did catch it, and then I built this to be able to organize between, because the place this here was pretty full of axolotls. But yeah, I'm way out there. So, but let's quickly actually jump back into the city. I've done a little bit of a start on the pet shop. Just come on, let's go. I've decided this little end building down here as being the pet shop. I thought it would be a nice little place for it. I also built a little walkway down here, so I can actually put an external entrance onto the pet shop. But we've made a little bit of this will be in the next section. I will get on with putting all this together. But yeah, Axolotl Zeko the 576th. Oh, where did my water go? Bah humbug. Now I can't pick him up. I need water. Lucky it's Riverside. Give me some water. I just don't want to let him just wander around. Not just yet. I actually thought that it would have dropped out with the water. Ooh. Okay. How do I get up? Here we go. Here we go. All good. Not a problem. Let's just grab. See, but it's the blue is just so awesome. So absolutely stoked with Zeko. So he can stay on the wall just for the moment, but I'm thinking like Zeko's going to somewhat run the shop. So maybe some glass panes or something in there, and this will be where Zeko will be somewhat hanging out. That's what I'm kind of thinking. And then some tropical fish and some kitty cats and some puppy dogs and some baby chickens and some baby rabbits. So going to be using the dandelion, the thing that was also added in with the update that we're on, the baby update. So we will be able to keep them all young, which you don't want fully grown animals in a pet shop. It just doesn't quite look right. But also, Miss Tracy, your cakes and slices and all the yummies from the bakery, which hopefully will get a name soon. But we've got some cookies, we've got some jelly slice, we've got some lemon slice or vanilla slice, and some hedgehog. All very Australian slices. Got some cupcakes with some white icing, some chocolate icing, some chocolate chip muffins, and some sprinkles or hundredths and thousands. And then we've got donuts, and then the cinnamon rolls and coffee scrolls. The top ones have got like a coffee icing on them, and these ones have got a white icing, and a fruit and nut loaf. A little bit of NY Prepper Chat law cookies for the people that turn up and complain about a broken nail and want, and the fruit and nut loaf goes to the fruitiest and nuttiest of people out there. So if you ever see me dropping a cookie or talking fruit and nut loaf, these are right here for them. Already set up and ready to go. So, but the donuts were difficult. I'm happy with them, but they weren't the easiest. The hedgehog was a little bit difficult. We could actually zip out to the map and actually have a quick little look, because here's the map here. And if I do this, we can see what's going on. The cookies were pretty, easy, you know what I mean? It was all about just circles, so that was pretty cool. But, yeah, the hedgehog, which is this one here with the white coconut on the chocolate, it's a very yummy chocolatey. I'm kind of known for my hedgehog. And the lemon slice or vanilla slice, they both look the same, but I wanted to add both of them, but it just wouldn't happen. But yeah, just getting the angles and stuff right on these, and like the jelly slice, that was the last one I did. That one was actually quite easy because I'd already done these other two. The donuts, to make them round, but also trying to give them a little bit of a 3D look, wasn't the easiest. But by the time we got to the scrolls, we got the idea and how to do it all done. And then the fruit nut loaf is actually somewhat of a baked in a round tin, standing upright. Oh, and my little tongs, my serving tongs at the back there, I'm happy with them. But yeah, an auntie of mine would make a fruit loaf, and that's kind of what I've done here. It was always wrapped with greaseproof paper, baking paper, and then some alfoil wrapped around the outside of that, and you would slice it off like a meat log. But yeah, it was the yummiest. One of my all-time favorite fruitcakes. But yeah, fruit and nut. It was nut loaf, but yeah, there was also a fruitcake. So yeah, but yeah, this is how a map is done, and this was 3 days worth of work. Certainly put in the effort with that one. But I'm going to now jump back over and get this pet shop all organised and looking. Oh, no, I'm not. Firstly, we got to quickly do a delivery. Forgot about that. Let's go. Hey, llama. Let's zip down here to Charlotte's Web and Nails and deliver them their cakes. It's which way? That way. And go away. There we go. They have been delivered to Charlotte's Web and Nails. And now the drink bar also has cakes and slices and cookies supplied by the bakery. I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm going to jump into this pet shop and I will be back. So ending up that last little bit of recording, I came to the realization that we still had frog lights as a counter. So that can't stay. So now the bakery has a proper front counter. So yeah, somewhere for the cakes and slices. I'm nearly cakes and snakes. The shop is kinda taken the name. As soon as I say something, it just, welcome to Cakes and Snakes, even though there's a spider on the wall. But yeah, I also remembered that there's cookies and cheesecake and actual birthday cake in the game. So I've thrown some of them around and some paintings and Yeah, this cabinet took quite a bit of time working out, you know what I mean, glass not connecting and having, like, the snares have worked well, and I made them open so the staff can reach in and be able to grab out the cookie cake or the cheesecake or whatever it might be. But overthinking. So, but finally, the bakery has been done. And as we make our way to the new shop, I would just like to say a little thank you to all the mod creators. You guys are doing an awesome job with everything that's going on with the game at the moment. Just thank you. But let's. I got to sneak this way and roughly stand here and go, how much is that dog in the window? Ruff, ruff. The one with the waggiest tail. Woof, woof. The pet shop has been done. And we have pets. And yeah, this is where the map work of the cages and so forth have came together quite nicely. And I have, overdone it with the item frames. I'm in love with them. But we got a couple of rabbits. So 2 different types. I had some adventures. A couple of cats. They were, my own little villagers way over there that will slowly fade into the actual city. The couple of puppies, this was a travel and a half, finding the different biomes to find where each, it was difficult. And then we got some little baby chicks over here, 3 different types. So, but I think the cages have worked so well. We can't not have the glass there, because the chicks will just walk straight through the paintings or the item frames. So we got a cockatoo of sorts, or parrot or something. Zeko, the 576th, is doing his own thing, but the only problem is needs to learn not to eat the stock. Has a little bit of an issue with the tropical fish that are here, and also the tadpoles. So, we've had a couple of misfortunes of things getting out and things crossing over. Also got a little baby fox. This was a little bit of an effort because you can't tame a fox. So, like, the same as the rabbit. It was lots of leads and boats and, lots of chaos to get all of them here. But something I have been slowly been able to get through, I just the movement, having the rabbits there. And, that's right, in with the kitty cats, I forgot about the tennis ball. I can never remember its name. Poor thing. It eats the spider eyes. Armadillo, that's right. So I keep going to say axolotl. So, but the shop is run by an axolotl. So we got an armadillo in with the kitty cats because the cats are sitting. Otherwise, they'll follow me around. I could make them stand and put them on leads, but I didn't really want to have to do that with the poor little kitty cats. And they're quite comfortable, just sitting there, all comfy. But let's have a look at the whole shop for a little bit. There is the different armors. Had a muck around with some dyes, which you can do to the leather armors. Found a Nauticus armor as well. So threw that up. There's a horse saddle and some leads, and each animal in front of them kind of have what you need to deal with said animal. like some seeds up there, and the birds got some seeds, and we got some. I know the rabbits don't eat the wheat, but you gotta have hay for the bottom of the rabbit. They do eat it, but yes, they got the carrots and good old special little jar there, fish, and as I mentioned, the spider eye and the wolf armor. I thought it was a nice little display up the wall here, so I was happy with that. And this here is something I want to work with, but we will see. I must say, if we could get, with these new cushions are remarkable. These new cushions that will be coming in the next update, it is looking extremely good. But if we could item frame with, like, on the cushion, because, like, cushions can read these 3 different levels here. So you can put a cushion on that bottom, or that top, or even on that flat. They recognize all the different flat lines. So if we could do that with item frames, that would be lovely as well. I know map work, I'm enjoying it way too much, and using the item frames, it's really opened up the game. So I'd just like to say thank you to everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed this couple of weeks of like catch up and seeing what I've been up to. Of course, do all the YouTubey, likey, subscribe, all that type of stuff helps me tremendously. Join the Discord if you want to talk about joining the SMP. It is a cross-platform Bedrock Java, so all are welcome. And till next time, thank you very much.